Hello, and welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Sean, and my friend Melanie
Hello.
are watching and discussing every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have been a big fan of the show since the late 90s.
And I have not.
But
I have to say, I don't know. I was just thinking about it today. I still when it's time to record, I go, all right, I have to go watch Buffy now. So I don't think I'm quite as far along as you think I am. It's not like, all right, let's watch some Buffy.
Oh, I mean, we're only like 3 episodes into season 2.
Yeah,
so I'm not surprised.
I know. You were very excited about this.
Yes,
all
I
right.
am. Yes, we'll be discussing episode 3 of season 2, School Hard.
Trace. Episode 3.
Mm-hmm. Which has a lot of interaction between Buffy and her mom.
The felon.
Yes, the tax felon. I started doing my taxes over the weekend. It's not looking good.
No?
Well, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'll live. It's only like $100 that I owe. But still.
Last year, we had to pay $21,000 in taxes.
Yeah.
Because I had taken on my part-time job.
Right.
And we do quarterly taxes, estimated taxes. And I wasn't reporting that in our numbers. I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about my other stuff that I report.
Right.
You know, my craft business. And so, so we had to pay all of that big part-time receptionist money that I'm making.
All right, now I don't sell.
No, so this year will be better. This year's going to be better. Oh, man.
No,
I'm not a very good grown-up.
It's hard.
It's hard being an adult.
This episode did discuss or deal with Buffy and Joyce at parent-teacher night.
Mm-hmm.
Were your parents involved in your education? Did they go to parent-teacher night?
Remember us having parent-teacher nights?
No, you must have.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, my parents went to things like if I was in chorus, so they went to my shows, and like when we had programs and stuff. Yeah. I really don't. Like, they definitely weren't on PTA or anything.
No, I weren't either.
But I don't remember parent-teacher conferences. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. My mom always went to parent-teacher.
Like, I know with my brother, I was a big nerd in school, but my brother was had more trouble in school than I did. And he would probably today have been diagnosed like ADHD or something, And so she had to go to school a lot to talk to his teachers. But I don't remember like a big, like in this show where there was punch and it was like a big communal, everybody goes to the school kind of thing. I'm like, oh, that's
interesting.
I don't.
Yeah, I think that by the time I got to high school, my parents didn't go, but I know elementary and middle school, she talked to old teacher.
I'm going to have to ask my mom if she remembers that.
We didn't have vampires crashing at the night or, making the students put together the decorations and the food, the canapes. But
canapes?
Okay. It was kind of
crudités.
my mom definitely. I'm sure if my dad was off, he would have gone too. But it's not like I was a bad kid. Like she felt like she had to, like Joyce did.
But it was more like taking an active interest in your schooling.
Yes.
All right, we need to pause recording for just a second.
Okay. The breaking news.
Well, I just got off the phone with my mom, and she says, yes, of course I went to those things when you were young, but like elementary school.
Yeah.
And she said she'd go, and there would be they'd go find my desk, and there was like artwork and stuff. And she says she thinks she remembers snacks, but I don't remember any of this. That was a long time ago.
Well, and
definitely not in high school.
No, definitely not. My high school, definitely not. But my parents never really used babysitters, so... My mom
tie you to a chair.
No,
we'll be back in 2 hours.
No, I mean, she pretty much just brought me everywhere. Oh, it was when I was a kid, so I must have gone with her.
Oh,
I mean, once in a while I would stay with a neighbor.
Yeah,
so maybe that happened, but otherwise I'm assuming I would have gone.
Okay, all right.
How about just a general interest in your education?
Yeah. So I was, the smart kid. That was my thing when I was little, was being, the smart one. Mm-hmm. So I was all about school and studying. And of course, I'm going to go to college and blah, blah, blah. So, I think they respected that, and they were interested that I was interested. And like I said, they went to whatever programs I had and ceremonies or whatever. I remember when I was in third grade, in music class, they were giving us the opportunity to learn violin. And there was you could buy this, it was called a practice string instrument. And it was like a press board violin.
Right.
It was, I think, $20 or something. And I didn't mention anything to my parents, because I was like, oh, they're not going to care about this. But yeah, they found out like the day before the ordering deadline. It's, well, of course, Melanie.
Oh.
If you're interested in this, of course we want to support you. Buy this thing. I did. I wasn't very good at it, though.
My niece played violin.
You did?
Not my niece.
Oh, your niece. Oh, okay.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
When she first started playing like 5 years ago, it was, a little challenging.
Well, practice. That's what they say. Practice.
She's really good.
All right.
I'm impressed. I played the trumpet.
I played the Casio keyboard. No, I was in chorus. Yeah.
You played your voice.
Yes. I still do.
Yeah, well, I mean, as people know, we'll listen to.
I don't know. So what about you? So parents involved?
Yeah, I mean, definitely always proud.
Yeah.
Both me and my sister. And, we were bad students, but neither one of us were like ever straight A's.
Yeah.
We were A and B kids, but always proud. I remember in 6th grade, I was at a spelling bee, and like they gave us a list of words that they were going to use, but it was like 800 words long.
Oh.
So, yeah. And for probably 2 weeks, my mom went over not only 100 words, like we would do a different section every night.
Well, yeah.
She drilled me, and I won.
You won?
I won the spelling bee.
It's cool.
Yeah. My prize was a red champion sweatshirt.
Oh.
That was probably like a men's large. And this is 6th grade, so maybe 80 pounds.
Do you still have it?
I definitely had it when I met Mike 10 years later.
Wow.
So yeah, it lasted.
It was your sleep sweatshirt.
Oh, absolutely. When it was cold?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
My winning word was calendar.
Oh, like Jenny Calendar. Oh, bringing it back around.
Another person who was down to 2 people, he did ER.
Calendar's a tough one. I always think of in spelling in 5th grade, we had to, one of our spelling words was highlight. The game, like the game highlight, which I was always like, who's going to know? Why do you need to know how to spell highlight in life?
Wasn't it popular in that area of Florida?
I guess. Maybe it was a South Florida thing, yeah.
I know it's a beer. Also,
it is. Yeah, and Colonel.
No, that word.
Colonel.
A lot of words in English don't make sense, but that one, there's no R.
I know. English is crazy. I was having a hard time with the word necessary in spelling.
I always have a hard time typing the word result. Always reslut. Every time I do it.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Let's see what else. I remember when I was in junior year of college, that is when I was starting my rotations through like an actual hospital lab, like an internship kind of thing. And I went down, got a shirt and tie, which I never really wore before.
Right.
I put it on, put my lab coat on, and showed my mom, and she was a little.
Is she a little verklempt?
A little bit. I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
Sure, yeah.
I looked in the mirror, I'm like, wow.
Her baby was all grown up. Yeah.
Like fundraiser stuff, because, when you're a kid, they always make you sell things.
So yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
When I was a kid, that makes me sound so old. Like, we had to do the fundraising. I can remember they had it was like a readathon. Did you have to do readathon?
Not ringing a bell.
And it was like you walked around to the neighbors and you said, I am going to read 100 pages. I'm going to try. And then they would sponsor me, right? I'll give you, 10 cents per page or whatever. But I can remember walking around my neighborhood to ask people that. Or if you had to do fundraising, you were walking around asking people. Now it's like, I got an email for one of my brother's friend's kid. Mm-hmm. Please sponsor this kid. And then I got like an email every 3 or 4 days. And does this kid even know who I am and that he's asking me for money? And I know it's such a weird thing now.
And even like when we had to do it, it was like magazine subscriptions or wrapping paper. Like, nobody wanted that garbage.
Now there's a whole catalog of stuff you can get.
And like, aren't we paying tax? Yeah, we got about taxes. Aren't we paying taxes?
Now you sound old. My tax dollars.
No, well,
because education is underfunded. School is underfunded. I get that. And teachers are underpaid and underfunded. But it's just strange. It's like, I don't know. I put that on the parents.
Yeah.
Definitely don't make it seem like it's the kids doing the fundraising because they're not doing the fundraising. But, I don't know. It seems like there would be a better way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the government gives the money. Like we actually pay them what they need. But yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
When I was in, it was 8th grade, our middle school band always like went to these contests and we won like almost every year.
Yeah.
We were a good band, but the year I went, we were going to go to Norfolk, Virginia, and we would sell chocolate. Candy bars.
Yeah.
And my dad, he drove the subway for a living. So he would just bring the candy in and just, leave it in like the break room with like
smart.
I brought back money, for
I bet you did.
Really, I didn't do anything. But it would never happen now. Like a 9-year-old walking around their neighborhood knocking on doors.
You can't. I understand that. I guess it's a different world. But I also know, like at our old job, it was against the rules for parents to bring in stuff to do fundraising, right? No soliciting. I mean, people did anyway, but, because you always want your Girl Scout cookies.
They're up to, not really settled. They're up to $6 a box for girls.
I'm done with Girl Scout cookies. Once I found the coconut dreams
and
the grasshoppers, I get them anytime.
Yeah.
Sorry, Girl Scouts.
It's kind of shady. The whole Girl Scout cookie thing. Something's going on there.
You think so?
Yes.
How so?
I don't think the money's really going to the girls.
You don't?
I don't. Somebody skimmed it off the top. You ever see the one girl who set up her table right outside of a...
Smart. That's a smart girl. She's going to be running the country someday. Exactly. I'll vote for that girl. Yeah. Smart.
Anything else school, parent related? Make sure you did your homework.
No, I think they trusted I was going to do my homework. And my husband teases me about this because I've told him, I was and still am a procrastinator at heart. And I would leave things till the very last minute. We talked one episode about my egg project where, I leave it till the last minute. And sometimes that's fine and sometimes not. Papers, essays and stuff, no problem. Do it the night before. And I used to say, what, am I not going to do it? Of course I'm going to do it. It's going to get done. It's not like I'm going to go to school. It's not going to be done. Right. Now, it might be like the time that I brought that crappy diorama in and I looked at everybody else's. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have waited till the last minute to do this. And I ran home crying. Yeah. But, I would think my parents trusted that I was going to get my work done and they didn't, Now, like I've just said a little while ago, my brother was another story, I think, and used to stuff things in his backpack and probably got in trouble for not doing his work. So they probably had to check on him a little more. He turned out fine, everyone.
There were definitely some mornings that everybody like doing homework on the bus ride to school.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Once like I was probably 3rd, 4th grade, like my parents knew I was going to get it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like a checking my backpack every night.
Right.
What's in the folder that I have to do.
I think that they do that now, right? Teachers, they have a folder and they have to bring their stuff home and bring it back in. But
everything's online. The parents know exactly what the kids did on the grade on individual
police state.
There are definitely
surveillance state. That's what it is.
There are definitely some tests I threw away because my mom didn't know I got that D.
Did you ever change a grade on your report card?
They talked about that the episode.
We did? You did. You did. That's right.
Grade.
In college. Oh, that's right. I think I tried once I think I was in 2nd grade. And so I was like stupid. And I probably did a horrible job of it and fessed up.
I remember once, and I wasn't even trying to do it like to forge her name. I was just trying to sign like my mom. And really no malicious intent.
Like fridge. The purpose says, tell her, see if I could do it.
Birthday.
Yeah.
And of course she finds that.
Oh, I didn't found all your tracing paper and
I wasn't even tracing, I was just trying to do it. And yeah, that never heard the end of that one.
Oh man, kids are dumb.
Yeah. Because they didn't know what test. So if it was like a bad individual test card, threw the test away.
Yeah.
Now it's just can't do that. Damn internet.
I'm telling you, I would want to be a kid now.
No.
No, thank you.
Can't go door to door. Can't throw away your tests. Girl Scout cookies are too expensive. It's just too much.
Cats and dogs living together. Mass hysteria.
All right. Do you want to ready to talk about School Hard?
I suppose.
One of
School Hard.
When you
With a vengeance.
when you made that connection last episode,
Rings Die Hard.
I was like, why didn't I ever think of that? Because that's probably why it's called that.
You were just waiting for me to come into your life.
Yeah. I knew it was going to happen. I would say that this one is probably my top 5 of the season.
You texted me earlier today to tell me how much you were enjoying this one.
Yeah.
You thought it was a great one.
Yeah, I have not seen this one in a while. And I feel like it's the start of like the Buffy that I remember.
Yeah.
Like the Buffy that I really enjoy. So start out with Principal Snyder.
Yep.
He is the judge, jury, and executioner.
I wrote that down too. Yeah, he's a hard case for sure.
Yeah. Again, how did he
How did he get the job? I'm interested in the interview process for Principal Snyder and his answers to the interview questions.
Yeah. You're right.
Like, did he just totally do a snow job and lie during his interview and put on a false face? Or did he just tell him, nope, this is who I am. This is what this school needs.
I think it's that. And I think, given something that happened later in the episode, I think that maybe he was sought out.
Maybe.
Because they needed someone who could get things under the rug.
Maybe.
We shall see.
Yeah.
We meet Sheila,
who apparently stabbed a teacher with pruning shears.
I mean, like, my God.
Did the person die? Because I was kind of in my own head, tried to envision stabbing someone with pruning shears.
I guess it depends where you stab.
I guess.
You stab in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, you stab.
Man, that's pretty severe.
Stab him in the thigh, you get an artery.
She hasn't been expelled yet for that.
Right.
Like, why are you giving this kid a second chance?
Maybe it was a pregnant teacher.
Maybe, but I don't think so. I was thinking it's like they're in the Future Farmers of America club or something, and
4-H,
pruning shears 4-H, and man.
My question related to that: the horticulture teacher.
Horticulture.
Okay. Now, if we were at Hogwarts, I could see, there being a horticulture teacher. It's magical plants.
Yeah.
Horticulture in high school. Did you have it?
What kind of school is this?
I just feel like they could have done something else. Like
we had 4-H.
Well, yeah, 4-H. But was there really
like a horticulture?
Like a horticulture?
No. We had shop, we had automotive, we had home ec.
Right. I mean, they could have just made her, she stabbed the home ec teacher with a knitting needle.
Yeah, they could.
I think it's weird they went with horticulture.
Okay.
There's a reason.
It's California.
Yeah. When we meet Sheila at a con,
we'll ask her. We're going to have to start a list of all these questions we're going to ask people.
I noticed that Snyder had a different office than Mr. Flutie.
Oh.
Definitely looked very different.
Oh, good for you.
Which I guess, you don't want to go into the office where the previous teacher or principal
was eaten.
So it's fair. So yeah, he's basically trying to get Buffy and Sheila, very old. Yeah. Which one is the worst one?
Yeah, what a weird thing that he had them in there together.
Yeah.
And trying to play them off of each other. Yeah, that was just I didn't even think of that. What a weird situation.
Yeah.
Why did he have to interview them together?
Well, because I think his motive was that he just wanted them to do everything.
To set up PTA.
Yeah.
I guess.
But yeah, it was weird.
That was weird.
So yeah, he tells them, you guys are setting up parent-teacher night.
There's a lot of very interesting punitive measures that Principal Snyder has, like getting kids involved in their school activities by force.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's the hint of him being a good educator.
Having some school spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Getting them involved.
Yeah, I guess. To be seen.
Yeah.
So anyway, then they leave and they go outside and she, hey, Meatpie. What?
I forgot.
Hey, Meatpie.
I forgot I wanted to open up this episode by looking at you and saying,
hey, Meatpie.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. And then she goes and makes that with
that's
58-year-olds.
nickname?
I mean,
Meat pie?
that's
Or is that is that a derogatory thing?
no. I think
Meat pie? That's his nickname?
yeah.
Meat pie.
Maybe he's from that area of Canada that your grandmother is from,
Hey.
where they make
Hey,
pies.
tortilla.
You see, that would have sounded so much better
Hey, meat pie.
if she would have gone.
I'm gonna start calling you meat pie.
She would have gone to Buffy's French class. She maybe would have learned.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was just, and Meat Pie is like a 58-year-old that she's, making out with in the parking lot.
No.
I don't know.
Could be Moloch. Who knows? Could be.
So, yeah, I mean, we definitely learned pretty quickly Sheila is...
She's trouble.
Yeah, she's bad.
She's a bad girl.
Mm-hmm. I liked Willow's pigtails and overall. I thought she looked very cute.
There's a lot of overalls going on.
Yes, a lot of overalls.
Right now in Sunnydale. A lot of overalls. I'm a fan of overalls. You know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah.
A very mid-90s, late 90s look.
Mm-hmm. I did not like Xander's flowy, flowery blue Hawaiian shirt.
Agree.
It didn't fit. Like,
no.
But bring back the porn star.
There's definite fashion choices in this show. And I was online looking up from one of our last episodes when we were talking about Buffy's weird off-the-shoulder sweater, sewn shut sweater. And I was going on to try and find fashion. There's a lot of Reddit discussions and Pinterest albums and stuff about Buffy fashion moments. A lot of them bad.
Yeah.
The 90s were a tough time for fashion.
Yeah.
And it's coming back around.
Oh, you did?
Oh my gosh. I just saw an Instagram reel today about Target, and the current fashion at Target is very much like a mid-90s Delia's catalog. Mm-hmm. And it's like a lot. I am a fan of this. The big chunky shoes are coming back. Mm-hmm. I'm happy about that. I'm probably going to go to Target and buy some chunky shoes. But like the little floral dresses and like real weird puffy skirts and like long denim skirts. And I don't know, there's a lot of mid-90s stuff coming back around.
I mean, it is almost 30 years ago, so.
Ouch.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So, and then enter Spike.
Yeah, we get the welcome to Sunnydale sign.
Yeah.
Ran over, get some scary.
He's bad. He's bad. He's edgy. Yeah. Because he starts off with the vampire face. And he's got a cigarette.
Yep.
And leather. And shredding guitar music. Yeah. Spike. And I gotta say, so I know James Marsters from like watching him on Instagram and stuff now as, an older person. Mm-hmm. So it's very odd to see young James Marsters on this show. Yeah. Like a little baby.
Yeah. When I see him now, he's
so young.
It's weird seeing some, I guess the actors who were more in their like 30s, 40s, seeing them now. People age. I understand. I'm not saying they don't look bad, but like seeing him now.
They look very different.
Yeah. Very different.
Like Sarah Michelle Gellar, she still looks a lot similar very similar to what she did in the show. Nicholas Brendan even. Yeah. Still looks pretty similar. And they all, but he looks very, not bad.
No.
But definitely mature. Yeah.
Not in a bad way?
No, not in a bad way. Anyway, he looks very young.
No get credits, right?
Opening credits.
Yeah. And then the night of St. Vigius.
Yes, so they're back at the vampire warehouse with little Johnny Cash. And yes, the Knights of St. Vigius.
Which I had to look, so is that a real saint?
Is it? No? Oh,
no, made up just for this.
All right.
And some vampires going on about how he was at the crucifixion and in comes Spike.
Yep.
Not some data peg.
Yep.
You weren't there.
And Drusilla. I don't get these two. What their relationship is. I don't get it. And I also don't get their accent. Not quite sure. What is it? Cockney? Is it? I don't know. It's a strange British accent to me. But anyway, they're like, is she also has that little girlness to her, kind of, that Darla had.
I'll say but different.
Yes.
Like Darla's was gross.
Yeah.
Drusilla's, in my opinion, Drusilla's is intriguing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Let's see. Find out that Spike killed a Slayer previously. The Boxer Rebellion.
What was the Boxer Rebellion?
It took place in China.
Oh.
That is the extent of what I remember.
That's what's
from 1992.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Drusilla. Okay, besides her weird accent, what are your thoughts on Drusilla? I know I've only seen a little bit. But
she's creepy.
yeah.
She's creepy. And she cuts his face and licks it. I don't know. That was a little ugh.
Yeah, that was gross. I didn't like that just because, he has a big scar by his eyebrow that I did not remember.
He did.
So I need to...
I'm sure we'll find out later.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Right after the blood scene, there's a second where they're both looking at the camera and they look very, creepy. And that's like MI comic, Spike and Drusilla.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I wrote down, I thought it was funny when he said, let's test who's got the biggest wrinklies here.
Yeah. So...
You tell me your thoughts on that, Sean.
I am going to move on.
Okay. We're probably thinking the same thing.
Yes.
I've never heard them referred to as wrinklies.
No.
But
I get it.
It's apropos.
It is.
Yeah, it's fitting. It's fitting.
Especially if it's cold. Then we move to Buffy.
Joyce and Buffy.
Yeah.
But Joyce is imparting some motherly wisdom.
Mm-hmm. I have a female, I guess fashion isn't the right word, makeup, nope. Cosmetology question.
All right.
Cream rinse?
Conditioner.
Okay.
What'd you think it was?
Well, I figured just I knew it was something with the hair, but it was I just thought it was a weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cream rinse.
Conditioning didn't look creamy. What is it? She just thought it didn't look creamy or rinsey. Something like that. We find out parent teacher night's coming.
Wait, I wanted to still, one of the things that Joyce said while they were talking is, what I don't want is to be disappointed in you again.
Yes.
All right, Joyce. Woof, harsh.
Well,
ouch.
She burnt down a gym.
Whatever. Let's leave it in the past, Mom.
Okay.
You only keep bringing that up. That's trying a new life here.
You're right.
Right. So anyway, we learned that Sheila goes to a rank bar called the Fish Tank.
Yes. But before we do that, I have one more thing.
All right, go.
About Joyce and Buffy scene.
Yeah.
Oh, actually two things. She said when she was berating Buffy that she had to start a new business.
Oh, yeah.
The gallery. So
the gallery.
What was the old business? Was it also a gallery?
It was a front for something.
Right.
Whatever it was.
Girls got
it was the old gallery, and it got mysteriously burned down for insurance money.
And
that's where Buffy learned it. I learned it by watching you, Mom.
And then the other thing was, I think it was Joyce wanted to go open up a drawer, and she pulls it open a little bit, and it's full of steaks and holy water. But it's just a random desk drawer. She could find it at any time. Yeah. That's all.
She just trusts her mom isn't going to go through her drawers. That's a lot of trust.
You think your mom went through your drawers?
No. I mean, she probably put away my laundry in my drawers, but I don't think she went rifling through my stuff. No.
Do you think your brother went through your stuff?
No, but I did have a boy, one of my friends, go through my desk and went into my diary and read it.
Oh.
I know. And I had written about my first kiss. I was mortified. I know.
Sure.
I know.
Want to call him out?
Ken Fisher.
I love when you do that.
Anyway, all right. So then we learn about the fish tank.
Yeah,
which I thought was funny. The kids that go to the fumigation party club are looking down, casting dispersions on this other club, the fish tank. And I was a little disappointed that we didn't actually get to see the fish tank.
Yeah, that would have been good.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah. Alexander's line of, what's the up, guys?
What's the ups?
I just thought it was cute.
Yeah.
We learn a little bit more about the night of St. Vigius because Jenny was surfing.
She's surfing the web.
Sitting at the global. And we find out that St. Vigius led a crusade of vampires.
Yeah.
They're going to get ready.
Yeah.
And to whittle some steaks.
Yeah.
Whistle a jaunty tune while whittling the steaks. And in comes Sheila.
Was she drunk?
I think she was hungover.
Oh, okay.
I've had that look.
Yeah. All right.
She was
whatever. Yeah. Buffy covered for her.
Yeah. She's a good person.
Yeah. I guess. So, as much as, although Cordelia hasn't called her a loser, and she hasn't been that outcast in a couple episodes. So maybe they're letting that go.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I don't like it.
She seems like a nice person to me. I don't know why she would be. But, like we've talked about, high school is cruel.
Yeah.
Kids are cruel. All right. So then they're studying at the Bronze.
Yes.
Did you translate the...
I did not. I wanted to ask you, how was Buffy's French?
It was horrible. I took French in high school and some in college. And so when I saw I watched with the subtitles on. And when they put the subtitles, I was like, that can't be what she's trying to say. What was it? The cow must touch me
From Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah. The cow must touch me on Thursday.
So study at the Bronze.
Why not?
I mean, you're right. Everything else happens.
There's music. There's croissants and tea. There's roaches. Study hall. Dancing. Whatever you want.
In my notes, I have written down in quote the word nickel. Do you remember why?
Yeah, that's the band that was playing there.
Oh, that's why. Yes,
Nickel.
Yeah.
And I looked them up. They didn't go very far. They had like one album or something. But one member of that band, because the singer from the band was on Reddit, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm the singer of that band that was on Buffy." And then because somebody said, "Did they do anything else?" He's like, "Oh well, that was me." And no, not really. But one member of their band did go on to play in the band Floggy Molly. And also played in Dropkick Murphys and the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band, who I really like. And he plays now mandolin and banjo. And I think he just stopped with Floggy Molly. I don't know, whatever. But went on to some success there. But yeah, Nickel was the band.
You took it further than I did. I just said Nickel and then...
Nickel in quotes.
Oh, thank you for...
You're welcome.
For doing that research.
Yeah. And then, the band is playing, they're studying. And then, but we have to have one dance. So they go out onto the dance floor, and Xander and Buffy are dancing, and Willow's just kind of standing there talking to them. Kind of, not really dancing. And then Spike is there.
Yeah.
Kind of circling the dance.
Like a predator.
Yeah.
And he draws her outside.
Does he have mind control?
I don't think so.
Because he said to the bouncer or the security guy, he was like, you should take a break, or something like that. And the guy walked away. Like, oh, okay. Is it like Jedi mind trick kind of thing? Is that a vampire power? Somebody tell us. Is that a vampire power?
I mean, the master kind of had it. And Spike's kind of old. Ignorant.
Yeah, and he'd holding people in thrall.
He did word.
Okay. So, yep. Okay. And then, she gets lured outside, kicks some butt. and then you see Sheila in the alley with two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Being slutty with two guys.
Yeah. Because she is crazy about a cad.
She loves a cad.
And who in the late 90s did not enjoy cad blocks? Like, what?
They came back around with the Escalade.
Oh, I agree.
Right? But yeah, I know. High school kid.
17-year-old girl is going to say, I'm just crazy about a cad.
The one who's going to take someone out with pruning shears and take on two dudes, one named Delve. Delve with the tattoos.
I like that when Buffy needed a steak and Xander goes running inside and going through her purse. He pulls out a tampon and freaks out.
Boys are funny. Boys just don't get it.
No.
Have you ever seen those videos on TikTok where wives have their husband? They're like, how do you think you use this?
Yes. Yes. They make me
Boys are clueless.
But all right. So,
but again, this is why it's so scary that men are making decisions about women's reproductive health.
Absolutely.
Serious moment there.
I agree with you.
They have no idea.
But how do I know how it works?
As a gay man?
Yes.
Well, you have a sister.
We never had tampon conversations.
Well.
Oh, that might go on the band name list. Tampon conversations. But I mean,
I think that's an album name, actually.
Okay. But I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Uh-huh.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is funny to watch.
I don't know. Yeah.
Especially then when they go to
I know.
Good stuff.
Or the pads. How do you use this pad?
Yeah.
And most men.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Anyway. Hashtag pro-choice. Okay.
Something that you pointed out 2 episodes ago that I never noticed before.
What?
That when Buffy stakes a vampire, the stake disappears too. And it happened when she got that one outside the Bronze. You're just making me see the show in a whole new light.
Glad. So, okay. So, oh yeah. And then she's walking in the alley with the two guys and they disappear, that she does that thing that we love where she's going, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
and she meets Spike.
And she meets Spike. And then we have a little cut to the library and Angel comes in for like 2 seconds and says, Spike's bad. And then he disappears.
Yep. I think that may have been the quickest Angel appearance.
Man, David Boreanaz, I wonder how much he makes per episode at this point. Because like he's got like probably, how long is he on set to do these scenes?
And he's probably reading the scripts on the way there. And I be like driving there, I'd be like walking into this, and he's parked his car.
Oh man. Okay, so then we're back in the warehouse with the vampires, and we see Drusilla has her own. She's already made up her cute little creepy lace room.
Yeah,
with all her weird dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she misses Prague.
I miss Prague. Okay, what a weird line that was. I miss Prague.
Hey, you've been there, don't you miss it a little bit?
I guess. I mean, and then she's got like bondage dolls. All her dolls are like gagged and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then they just casually pan by Sheila tied up on the wall. like, oh, don't mind pay any attention to this girl.
Mm-hmm. I love her so.
You do,
just because she's so wacky. I think you will.
You think I like her? Yeah. And then Spike is like, "You just do me a favor and eat." And he hands Sheila over to Drusilla. And the shot is Drusilla when she goes to attack. She's obviously attacking Sheila in the face, like not her neck, like going after her nose or her cheek or something.
Hey, there's blood vessels there.
I guess. Many paths.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Also did it.
Yeah. Many paths.
An interesting bit of trivia that I read when Drusilla and him were talking, and he promises to kill Buffy, and he says, I'll chop her into messes.
Yeah.
And messes is an old English term for food cut into small pieces. Think of like a mess hall.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. And then we're back to the library. Some bad ADR with Buffy chopping the vegetables when she wasn't really chopping it. Like
her knife skills are poor.
She knows how to use a weapon.
Why is she using like a sword for that?
But she wasn't even, she was like tapping them. She was trying to cut.
She was like banging them, mashing them.
That was just silly.
Yes, it was.
Everybody's making steak.
Yes.
Even Cordelia's helping out.
So that's weird. So is Cordelia like their friend now, that she's just part of the group and they just like, hey, we need help making the steaks?
I don't know.
They go to Cordelia?
Well, I don't know necessarily friend at this.
Okay.
But she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, she did drive them through the halls of the school.
Yeah, I know. Which she just volunteers to help them?
I think if they ask, she would help. Then we move on to parent-teacher night.
Yes, where apparently not only her knife skills are poor, but her lemonade making skills are poor.
Just lemon juice. Like, that's all it would have been, right? Just lemon juice. Use some water.
Yeah.
I just have this sour lemonade.
Yes.
Cordelia said to Buffy, you're starting to look a little slagged. Well,
I know. I was going to go back to the sour lemonade. I went on a trip this weekend and we did a candy warehouse tour. It was like a behind the scenes of candy. Anyway, we got to sample lots of candy and I got to try freeze-dried sour Skittles. Have you ever had sour Skittles?
I have had sour. I'm a fan of sour candy.
Good.
Yes.
And I tried sour Smarties. Like Smarties are usually okay for me. They're like kind of like sweet tarts, but not as tart as sweet tarts. But the sour Smarties are very sour.
Okay.
I like them.
I think it was Altoids. Some kid that did like in the round.
Yeah. It was Altoids.
But they were
those
sour.
Were good.
Like,
yeah, those were good.
I remember I would bring it to those high school and I would just pop them in my mouth nonstop.
I read something recently about sour candies. If you're someone who's prone to panic attack, there's some science behind this that if you feel a panic attack coming on, pop a piece of really sour candy like a warhead or something in your mouth and somehow it disrupts the cycle of the panic attack.
Oh.
Plus you get to enjoy some candy.
Yeah, all right. So dropping that. The wisdom.
All right.
That may come in handy if I ever start having panic attacks.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, so then we're back in the library, and we find out Spike was known as William the Bloody.
Uh-huh. But he got the name Spike because he was torturing his victims with railroad spike.
Oof.
Now, I don't know if they remember, but way back in episode 3 of The Witch.
Getting time back in the Wayback Machine.
Yes. Xander made a comment, you don't have to drive it through my head like a railroad spike. And I told you to remember that.
Foreshadowing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why
I did not remember that.
I kind of figured.
Thanks, Sean.
But I had to
bring it back. I love it.
Yeah. So it's little things like I have to like, was that foreshadowing or was it just a line and they decided to then also use Spike?
The fact that it was railroad spikes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're back in the conference, the parent-teacher conference, and I guess it's over because Principal Snyder just turns off the lights. Everybody is sitting around having a conversation, and he just turns off all the lights. He doesn't say anything.
No.
He's just like, GTFO, MFers.
After he talked with Joyce.
Yeah.
Joyce was not
He
happy.
did what he needed.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care about the rest of you people. You're out. Get out of here.
Yeah, I thought I wrote
He
it
didn't even serve coffee. My mom always says that's how you let people know that the party is over. You bring out the coffee. Or you just turn off the light.
Yep. And try that next time.
Yeah.
But right after the lights are turned off.
Vampire attack.
Through the window.
Through the window. Big set piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That cost them a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm.
Glass is not cheap.
Look, we are in episode 3 of season 2. The budget
you can tell the budget is higher.
You think it's a little better?
No. They're throwing money at it.
Willow, she bombed the vampire that going into Cordelia with a bust.
Yeah, she does. Man, yeah, that was hardcore. That was kind of good. Yeah. Thunk. So this is the first time that we have like the adults of the show, like the parents, witnessing the craziness that is this school and this town.
Yep.
Like there's been like little one-off things, but now I wonder if there's going to be like a big community uprising. Like the parents are going to be like, what the hell is going on in this school?
I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know though. Hasn't happened yet. Enough stuff has happened in the school.
Instead of like PTA, that had like mothers opposed to the occult.
Oh, is the acronym for that? MOTO. Mothers opposed to the cult, to the occult.
Moto.
So then they're hiding in the science lab, which you should not go to the science lab. Have we not learned?
Bad things.
There's bad things in there. Don't go in there.
In the library, Giles, there's an old boarded up cellar behind the stack.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Wait. There. Oh, like he forgot. Oh wait. I just remembered. There's an old boarded up cellar.
But cellar implies below ground.
Where the vid library is.
I guess. It's
boarded up.
So we send Xander out there.
So Xander, you check it out by yourself.
And then
you gotta go get Angel. Go get Angel.
And he heads out. And he breaks through those boards.
At some point during this big fight, Spike snaps somebody's neck out in the hallway. Oh, the guy. He says, "You're too old for me to eat."
And it was really bad. Neck snapping going.
But then they like show it. They show the guy like head. I was like, "Whoa, that was man." He really snapped that. That guy's head was hanging on by a thread.
William the Bloody.
Yeah, he's serious. All right, Buffy's in the ceiling.
Before that, though, we get Snyder. It's a gang on PCP.
It's a gang on PCP. Sure it is.
Yeah, Buffy in the ceiling.
Sure, Buffy in the ceiling because
just gotta say the dish somehow.
You're either going to use the hallways of the school or you're going to get to classes between classes up in the ceiling. It seems like everybody gets up in the ceiling at some point.
You may set up a cozy little nook to
Yeah,
sleep
a little
in.
nest. Yeah, sure. I wondered, is she going to bump into somebody up there? You don't know. What was that kid's name that fits the new project?
Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz.
Yeah.
He's up there. All right, anyway.
Spike gets an axe.
Yep. Bashes some dude. He says, use your head. He bashes the guy's head into the axe glass. Yep.
I guess in case of emergency, break glass. I don't say how.
It doesn't say how. And then Sheila shows back up.
She's a vampire. I mean,
You and I know this. Apparently, Buffy doesn't know that.
no. Well,
Right.
it's not like Buffy from the movie where she gets the menstrual cramps and a vampire is near.
Right? She just have the Buffy tingle.
Yeah. Joyce and Snyder face off.
Yep.
She's done with him.
She knows she knows what he's about.
A weasel.
Yeah, he really is. The guy goes out the window, right? They pry open the metal window things. The guy goes out the window and gets killed, and then Snyder's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not going
I'm not going out that way. Should have listened.
And in the hallway, Spike and Angel meet up.
Angelus.
Yeah,
He calls him Angelus.
I thought, I agree he didn't say it like everyone else did. I thought he said Angelus. As opposed to everyone saying Angelus. So it's like
Angelus. Yeah, Angela.
Hansel.
Hansel. Yep.
And Angel's got an attitude change.
He does. You take a second look like, oh, maybe he's not a good guy.
Man.
Of course he is.
He did say to Spike, or maybe Spike said it to him, people still falling for that Anne Rice routine.
I know. I noticed that too. Yeah. Yep. And then there's the showdown, Buffy versus Spike. I wrote down, obviously, stunt coordinated and choreographed fighting. Yeah, very kind of slow and tumbly and yeah.
Some noises.
Yeah. And then Joyce with the axe.
Get the hell away from my daughter.
That's right. She bashes him in the head with that axe.
I want you to remember
Why
that.
did she chop him in the head with the axe?
Oh, because she doesn't know he's a vampire, first of all.
All right.
Number one.
I guess.
I mean,
she's not going to kill somebody.
That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
I want you to remember that scene.
Okay.
Get the hell away from my daughter.
Okay.
Can we go back to Angel and Spike for a second?
Of course.
We find out Spike says to Angel, "You are my sire."
Yeah. So did Angel make him?
We will find out.
All right.
Is Yoda? He called.
Yes, you're my Yoda. Yeah.
Well, he knew that Angel was faking it.
Yeah, he did. He knew. Saw right through Angel.
So he does get the hell away from her daughter.
Yes.
Fires are gone.
Yes.
Xander asks, "What's a sire?"
Yes. Oh, Xander.
And then outside, he's a little suspicious with Snyder.
On the police. Yep. So, what's the report going to say? The usual gang on PCP? And Snyder says, what do you have in mind? The truth?
Well,
something's up. Yep.
Joyce is proud of Buffy.
Isn't that nice? She's not disappointed in her again.
No. She's showing the hints of being a good mom.
But, okay, here. Buffy says, what did Snyder tell you? And Joyce says, that my daughter is a troublemaker. I could care less. That is not grammatically correct, Joyce.
What is not?
You couldn't care less. Irregardless.
I was about to say it. That's right.
It doesn't matter what he says. It's a moot point. That's right. Lavash. Lavash opinion.
Now we're off in the...
Je m'appelle Bleu.
Now we're back to French. We are back. So what is it? The warehouse?
Warehouse at dawn. Why are they all still up? It was light out. It was very light out.
It was. But so they had to be asleep or did they have to be out of the sun?
I don't know.
No, either.
You know better than me in this show.
It's dark out right now. We're not sleeping. Say it.
True. Okay. Good point, Sean.
Yep.
All right. And then Spike is on his knee, giving some respect to Colin, but not really.
No, we'll let French a little more fun.
I was like, what's this swinging cage that's next to them? Somebody's going in that cage.
And somebody did.
Somebody did.
Colin is no more.
Okay, so now we never really find out what that whole anointed thing was about.
I agree. We do not.
That's kind of a letdown.
Yeah, I agree.
So I did go to the trivia of this episode and found out that it's because that kid's voice was changing.
Really?
And so Joss couldn't keep the storyline going because
it would be aging.
It would. Yeah, he's right. He's supposed to be non-aging. So then Spike is in instead. Colin is out and Spike is in.
I think that's better.
Yeah, he was annoying.
He was.
Yeah.
I think originally when it was him and pork and beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had pork and beans in there just to throw you off.
Yeah.
But that 9 episodes they could have done something with.
Yes, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have done a lot more with the Anointed and given us some more mythology behind it or something, more development. But he didn't, and now he's Ash.
Yeah. Now we have Spike and Drusilla.
Yeah.
So how many steaks would you give School Hard?
I am going to give School Hard 2.75 steaks.
Okay. Well, 3.5.
Oh, wow. You really liked this one.
I do.
Yeah. What did you like about it so much?
I like Spike and Drusilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the relationship with Buffy and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's probably those
okay.
things.
All right.
Yeah.
I think also you're able to look like you say you like Spike and Drusilla, but I think you're coloring it also with you're basing that on what's coming too. Yeah. So yeah. All right.
Well, yeah, I can see your point of view.
Yeah. Thanks.
It's wrong. Kidding.
All right. So next episode,
Inca Mummy
Girl, another non-vampire one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's always going to be a few.
I know.
I did look up the rest of the episodes of this season.
Yeah.
To see it. I'm like, all right, we're going to get through a few more, and then wow, the really good stuff.
Okay.
Did you have a favorite line from this one?
Oh God.
Put you on the spot.
Hey, Meatpie.
That was my That's so weird. It's just so
very random.
Yeah.
Hey, Meatpie.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can, please leave us a rating or review if your podcast platform supports it. We would like to hear from you and let us know how we're doing.
Yeah.
Fill them in on the socials.
Socials are, the usuals: Facebook, Instagram, Threads,
Discord.
There's
a link to join the server on our website, which is
www.thesunnydalediaries.com.
I don't know that's necessarily www.
Is that still a thing? www. HTTPS.
It's
thesunnydalediaries.com.
Yep.
All right.
You could email us at thesunnydalediaries.com. And we will see you next time with Inca Mummy Girl.
Later, alligator.
Bye. Meatpie.